Thank you, Councillor Putu. Thank you, Honorable Mayor. Wow. Truly, economic development starts in the local communities. Township economies, small businesses. To really see sustainable economic development, we really have to start with our neighbors. I think we all know how it begins, especially, I think for both cultures, black and white, for both races. It was in the community where one man started as a tuck shop, as a plaza shop, then eventually became a supermarket, then eventually became a warehouse, then eventually became the preferred place for buying our food. It started as a small business. It started with a neighbor who started selling alcohol from the home fridge and then started renovating the garage to be something, and then it becomes a chisanyama. And then as we grow up, we see this big place where SAB is delivering themselves. They're not buying with their own money. SAB is delivering themselves. I am originally from Kimberley. I came here to farm. It's really blessing. I'm here at the farming place to mine and to work, as all our parents have done. But growing up, I was surrounded by men and women, such as these men and women who belong to the business forum. My father was one of them. But I was raised by a village of hard workers who started their own businesses. Some of them became successful, and some of them, they didn't thrive. But it is that kind of community that ended up, that we grew up seeing complexes around us. They were built by mostly black men, and some of them were bought by white men to accelerate the growth of our economy. So I think we're on the right track. And as the Honorable Mayor has said, there is a specific council in various industries that aims to accelerate that kind of economic growth. Thank you very much. So I started in August 2022. And I started working work. I didn't come to look pretty. You know, I've already done that. I used to be a model, unfinished. So I came, day one, my principal was not in the office. So I started working, washing dishes, pushing the boardroom chairs. They were busy with an engagement somewhere. So I was like, okay, I'll come to work again tomorrow, 2 August. My team was there, they were working on something. And I was like, move, Chico, move, come here, shoot, move, I'm the new girl. How can I help? And tomorrow was like, we are busy with this. Let me see. Oh, you're doing a program for the community. It's like, yeah, I know. How about we do it this way? And we do it this way, and we do that. And tomorrow was like, no, but do it. You can do it. Me, I want to do something else that Bettina wants. And then we never stopped. We continued running. And then one day, I was at the hospital buying fish and chips. I wasn't worrying about my figure that day. I was hungry. I think I was making us work. So I was like, I want to cook fish and chips. I'll worry about summer food later. Then Tumelo calls me and says, Mark wants to see you. I'm like, no, I have only 2 days here. You know, am I going to be fired for helping you to do the work? Was I supposed to wait for 3 months first? What did I do? And then I come, and they're like, I find this down-to-earth man who says, "Hi, how are you? Where are you from?" And then I start presenting my CV. Like, those and others. Like, no. Tell me about you. Who are you? Where are you from? Are you married? Why did you come here? And then he finds out I'm married, and we start talking about that stuff there. I can't talk here. He was giving me marriage tips, but I was so honored by your humility. You shared a lot of business challenges that we had recently experienced. And in your sharing, I could sense your heart for the people of Rustenburg, for your employees. I even called them your children, you remember? I said, you're the father then. You must call them to order. I wanted to make a joke that day, but I thought you're still fresh. It's one, I rest. But I came and they told me about the production bonus and the packages that we're going to get. And then I was told that last year there was a big bonus that was happening here, that you were the blesser, and I went back to my husband and I'm like, "Hi, why didn't I know about this? The big where is the money? You didn't bring the money home." Apparently, man was blessing even the guys, not just the girls, all the guys. So he gave me an answer to shut me up. Remember, we got married last year. All the money went there. So stop worrying. I would like to welcome on the stage, and maybe just do it for me, because I was so humbled and enthralled by your humility when I met you that day. That when we welcome the captain of our soccer team, the captain of our home of champions, the captain that enables us to win the league, and when we don't, at times inspires us to do so, gives us leadership to do so. The captain that the Impala, Rustenburg and Impala group are here to support, but mostly the Impala Rustenburg team have decided that I want to follow this captain. May we please welcome Captain Mark Munroe.
Thank you very much. So I think I'll take this opportunity, since Tina was called old antique furniture, and then I heard clicks 2 for the price of 1. So Kusana, I think you must arrange someone else to introduce you, otherwise you're going to get some chip from the model who washes dishes, but actually she's a farm girl. That speech. It is indeed an honor and a privilege for me to be in front of you today. I was going to say it's an honor for me to host people from the business forums, but actually I'm not hosting you. This is a partnership together, so I'm not hosting you and you're not hosting me. We're doing this together. So we'll work from that basis. Then I was going to say it's an honor to have the Kusana here. Well, actually I'm not hosting him either. Kusana, I'm actually on your property, so you're hosting me. Thank you. And it's an honor to have the mayor here of Rustenburg, and to host the mayor of Rustenburg. Well, actually, I'm not hosting the mayor of Rustenburg. I'm in Rustenburg, and she's hosting me. Well, then I can say to all those Impala team members, let's have a party, let's enjoy today. And really today is a celebration of, I think, a long engagement with many, many stakeholders and how we go forward. So, welcome to all our honored guests here from all the different parties over here. So, it's a significant moment for us to be gathered around the business table here today. Well, I hope it's not a business table, I hope it's a celebration table. I have been told, although the MEC did say that the next function will be paid by the SMMEs. I understand what you mean. Now, maybe we're not quite there yet, but I have been told that a lot of the things that you see in front of you, I certainly met some of the local press, but I believe some of the flower arrangements and some of the other arrangements that we have here have been done by local SMMEs. So yes, we're excited. Now, there are many, many barriers, as we know, as you know, to success of SMMEs that could limit their potential to boost economic growth in South Africa and in Rustenburg specifically. And we at Impala take our responsibility as a social, responsible corporate citizen very, very serious to upskill, capacitate, and develop SMMEs. We do put that forefront of our business. We recognize that for us to be successful and sustainable, we cannot become that island of success in a sea of poverty. We recognize that we have to play a role in uplifting the society in general to move forward. So really, it is our aim that as we are successful, so too will the communities around us be successful. We certainly hope that the community